The guests hail all the way from Pretoria and will extend their reach to the Free State, Eastern Cape and Western Cape with their upcoming national tour. Now, the band formerly known as Upsexy, the foursome, is made up of Conrad Rudolph, Eltze, Seth, Fobian and Wesley Ward, finally settled on the capital as a suitable name for the indie band. We'll have two of the band members here in studio to chat to us more about their EP titled Danger, Gevaar, Ingozi. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming on the show. Welcome.
Thanks so much, Paul. Yeah, it's great being here.
Great. Now, I mean, this is a very interesting title for an EP. It reminds me of growing up in the township, and every time you saw a sign saying Danger, Gevaar, Ingozi, it meant there was a huge dog that is probably vicious on the other side. Tell us about the name.
Well, it's basically, we realized when we started playing, you know, especially the new songs that we want to put in the EP, we realized that, you know, like no racial boundaries, everyone, like English people, Afrikaans people, you know, colored people, Indian people, black people, everyone like dance together. And we were like, hey, this is actually quite cool, you know, people are like, you know, just like getting over differences and whatever. So we thought, what's kind of something that something sees and everyone understands what it means. And I mean, like you say, it's the one thing that everyone knows. It's like, oh, cool.
All right.
Danger, Gevaar, Ingozi. Let's go. Yeah.
Awesome stuff. Rix, how did the band get together? How did you guys meet?
My goodness. So you brought up Upsexy earlier. That was with our previous member, and we got Conrad in. Just because he's an amazing guitarist and amazing songwriter.
Stop it.
And stop it, you. And so just with natural progression, some of our other band members moved on, and we ended up deciding that we're going to stick with the Capitals, or how we are now, and pretty much just grow our brand and become something that people can relate to and people can listen to and be part of.
All right. It's a very exciting time for you guys as you go on the tour that you're embarking on. Tell us all about that.
We're basically going to start in Pretoria, because that's where we're from. And then we're going to go down to Joburg, move down to Durban, maybe cut back to Free State. There's still a few dates that we're kind of like shuffling around. But I think it's, like, I'm really excited to see what the coastal towns think of the music. And then we're cutting down to Durban, go back to Free State, and then Eastern Cape, Western Cape, ending in Cape Town by, I think it's the 23rd of December or something.
That's exciting times.
Yeah, very exciting. We're really keen to just take the music out, you know, and show the people and see what the reaction is. And then, you know, also team that up with the EP. So we're buzzing. We're really, really excited.
So I'm excited for you guys because I know what it means to just really, you know, put yourself out there and, you know, give the best of your talent, and you just want people to receive you. And speaking of that, how have been people responding to your music?
I've actually been so surprised. Conrad touched on it earlier with the whole breaking all boundaries. And I mean, we have played to conservative Afrikaans crowds, we've played to your young English crowd, we've played to young black crowds, and everyone receives us in the same way. And something that I love is just seeing that you can have an old Afrikaans lady dancing with a young African man, and everyone is having the exact same good vibe.
All right. And just to close it off, guys, where can people reach you? Where can people follow your shows? And where can people just get more information about when to expect an album in the future?
Yeah, so they can follow us on @TheCapitalsOfficial. That's our handle on Instagram and Facebook. Twitter is @TheCapitals_. But just look for the 3 triangles. You'll find us, and then all the information is there with regards to like the new EP that we're funding, and everything can be found on Facebook and Instagram.
Awesome stuff, guys.
So much,
all the best for your upcoming tour. I'm pretty sure you guys will do well.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Great. So those are 2 members of the Pretoria-based indie band, the Capitals. And we just spoke to Conrad as well as Rix. They're talking to us about their EP titled Danger, Gevaar, Ingozi. And of course, they are embarking on that coast-to-coast tour. So make sure you find them on all their social media platforms and get yourself there. Stay tuned to Morning Live because we certainly will be hearing more from these talented individuals. Stay with us.
Disturbing my peace, he opens the door.